Hello, welcome to More Horror in Hollywood. We're here with filmmaker Jared Cohn, and I'm Dawna Heising, and we're getting ready for a big party here tonight. So tell us about the party.
Yeah, we're having a kind of asylum mixer / rap party for the last 5 films. Well, we've had rap parties for a couple films, but it's kind of like combined 5 film rap party. So my roommates and I decided, you gotta have a rap party. So even if it's months after the film, just sending out the email blast. So we're here. We got a band playing. We got a keg, a taco truck. And thank you guys so much. I'm so happy to have you here.
Oh, well, I'm happy to be here. And look at this beautiful pool. I don't know if you can see it, but... So, let's start at the beginning. You look so young. I can't believe you've done everything you've done. But, I mean, he's multi-talented. He's a writer, a director, a producer, and an actor. And look at that face. Okay, now...
Well, I'm actually 88 years old tomorrow. I was reborn, came back as a zombie, and so now I don't know what I am now. It's but I love working in the movie business and work commercials and videos, and it's just I love being in a creative field. So I like it all. So I like directing and acting and I've studied and trained formally, informally, been on set. Just try to.
Well, how old were you when you realized that you wanted to be in entertainment?
I was making little videos when I was like 12. I was like 13, 14, but I wasn't. I didn't want to ever think at that time I was going to be making films. Actually professionally, but it was really like 19. When I was like, all right, I think I can actually give it a shot.
Okay, and you grew up on the East Coast, right?
Yeah, New York.
Okay.
Grew up in New York, lived there, did a little bit of school in Boston, and then came right out to LA.
What did you do in Boston? What school?
Northeastern.
Okay.
Boston. It's an all right city. Not the city for me, but it's a little cold over there, and.
Well, so's New York sometimes.
Yeah, New York. Yeah, absolutely. New York is cold. But if I had to live in either Boston or New York, I would definitely live in New York.
Oh yeah. Okay, but you went to a New York film school, didn't you?
Yeah. And then I went back to a New York Institute of Technology. Great program. So happy to have went there. Very technically. Focus, so I was able to shoot and edit and build websites and do all things I wasn't able to do before, and it really gave me a nice, foundation. It was good to graduate, and I met so many great people there.
Okay, so what was your first project when you graduated?
The first one, right when at the time of it was like right before I graduated, I did Born Bad, which was. On Lifetime. It was Asylum's first movie to play on Lifetime, and we had a great cast and great crew, great DP. I wrote the script. Actually, wrote the script on spec. So sent it to them, and then they called me. It was a great phone call to get. And
you wrote the script, and it was on Lifetime, and this was your first one.
Well, it was the first one. First real movie that I directed. Yeah, was. I mean, I don't want to say real, but like,
Yeah, but I mean, on Lifetime, I mean, that's real. Okay. Well, tell us about Asylum.
The Asylum is. Should I hold? Oh, okay. Yeah, playing. Sorry. Yeah, the Asylum is, just an amazing company. I mean, they've been around for 15 years, done over 100 films. It's 3 geniuses run the company, and they're just creative, and they make a few movies every month. Extremely successful. Happy to be a part of them. They were my first acting credit in 2004 with Way of the Vampire. So that's how I actually. So I've done like 8 or 9. I just did my 8th Asylum movie. and then we got another one on the slate. So it's going to be 9 with them, and hopefully we'd love to keep going with them and do more with them.
Okay, and you
My
said
second home.
okay, and where are they headquartered?
Burbank. Yeah, lots of great things going on with them. I remember when they were a small office on Sunset, and then they had a little bit bigger office on Sycamore, and then they moved to like a bigger space in Burbank, and then they just acquired the building across the street from them. So they're just ramping up,
Oh, sounds like a great company to be with then.
Great company. I got my Asylum. Just if I can get it out of my pocket. I usually walk around with my Asylum keychain right there. So
Okay, yeah.
check that out right there. Got it, over down at Comic-Con.
Yeah, you're official. Okay.
That's official inmate right there. If you got one of those.
And you said that Bill Oberst Jr. was in Born Bad?
Bill Oberst Jr. Yeah, absolutely. He was great. Such a cool guy, and extremely talented. I mean, undeniably talented, and the amount of work that he's done in like the past, just like few years, it's like
I know he's like blown up.
blown up, out of control, and the lollipop,
Daytime Emmy.
Daytime Emmy.
I know.
Go Bill.
Yeah.
We're very proud of you, Bill.
Yes, we love Bill.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay, now after Born Bad, then what did you do?
After with the Asylum after Born Bad, I did a movie called Bikini Spring Break, which actually just recently came out, probably like a month or so ago, and phenomenal. I mean, it's doing phenomenal. It jumped to number 32 on IMDb. And the girls in it, we had a great cast of girls. Their IMDb star meter spiked, and then major agencies were calling them, and so it's like launching, helping their out. Happy to help them out. They were such talent. We had Robert Carradine from Revenge of the Nerds starred in it, and he's a funny guy.
You starred in that. Did you write it?
I wrote, I directed it, and I co-wrote it. Although on the record, I will say Naomi Selfman did a great. I wrote the original draft, and she really brought. She kind of basically rewrote the whole script. So it's my name's on the I'm credited, and I'm happy to be it. Some of the scenes are scenes I wrote, but she definitely got the most, did the most work. So I've never met her, so Naomi,
Oh, really?
good stuff, yeah.
Okay.
But no, she's written so many movies for the Asylum.
Okay.
But I guess I don't know if she lives in LA or what, but she's just kind of like this mysterious writing force.
We'll have to look her up then. Okay.
Yeah, well, yeah, definitely. I'd be interested.
Okay, and then what movie did you do after that? Tell us about the progression of your career.
After Bikini Spring Break, the next one I did with the Asylum was Hold Your Breath, which is coming out in theaters nationwide October 5th, 2012, starring the beautiful Katrina Bowden from 30 Rock, and she was voted Esquire's 2011 Sexiest Woman Alive, and she's in the new Vogue, so she's blowing up. Randy Wayne was also in it, and he's blowing up. I mean, he's blown up. He's Dukes of Hazzard and To Save a Life. He's got a great career, and he's also producing stuff. So, and then after that, I did 12-12-12, which is coming out December 5th, also with the Asylum. Phenomenal movie. So happy to have written and directed that. I think that's just going to be a masterpiece.
Wow, have you written all of your movies then?
I did not write Hold Your Breath.
Okay.
That was written by Jeff Mead and Kenny Zinn. And yeah, Kenny is actually a surgeon. So surgeon turned screenwriter. Guy's out of control. He's a genius. You talk to him and he'll analyze he'll start bringing scientific terms into it, and his mind, I don't know how he sleeps, because his mind is going 250 miles an hour.
Now, okay, so you wrote all of the ones that you did before, Hold Your Breath, and then did Asylum ask you to direct Hold Your Breath?
Yeah. I just got a phone call. I was living in New York at the time, because I was going back and forth from New York to LA for, basically 8 years. It was time well served, but happy to be on the West Coast and to have done the bi-coastal thing. Was for a while was cool. I was in New York. They called me and jumped on a plane and we did the movie and now it's going. Yeah.
Okay, so that's Hold Your Breath is coming out on October 5th. Tell us about the plot. And I know Erin Marie Hogan's in it.
Erin Marie Hogan, yeah, it is. And the official title, which has never been done before, which kind of combining marketing, is hashtag Hold Your Breath. So they're implementing the Twitter, stuff. Okay. So yeah.
Oh.
That's actually the title. Yeah, it's unbelievable. So they brought on some marketing, some really marketing forces to spread the buzz. There's a website, holdyourbreathmovie.com, just went live. So the plot is basically about this serial killer. It's really crazy killer, killed a lot of people in the 50s. His spirit travels, from person to person, so he I don't want to give away too much, but let's just say it's about evil.
Okay, and cemeteries and...
Cemeteries, yeah. The myth is if you drive past a cemetery, you must hold your breath. Apparently, it's a very popular urban legend. I had actually not heard of it, but I did a lot of research, and apparently a lot of people have heard of it. I mean, have you heard of it?
Well, I heard about it when I was researching you.
So I guess, yeah. I mean, it's pretty popular, but the belief is, hold your breath while you're driving past a cemetery, or else an evil, spirit from the graveyard will enter you and will possess you and make you do, some not so nice things to other people. So basically, yeah, that's kind of the premise in a nutshell. So someone may not have held their breath and went off and started murdering the hell out of a bunch of people.
Okay. Well, Asylum must really be proud of this movie to put the hashtag in front of it and to be marketing it so heavily then.
I hope they are. I mean, you always try to do your best as a filmmaker. Especially when given the a task of directing a feature-length film. So I mean, I guess everyone might they might be holding their breath until it comes out and see how well it does. But I'm really confident it'll do well. I've seen the movie, so I feel good about it, and hope the audiences and the fans and all you guys out there enjoy it. The trailer's live it's on iTunes, and you can see it on the website, and you can just it's on all sorts. It actually went pretty viral. The trailer a little bit. Dread Central picked it up. Joe Blow, Variety did a piece. So yeah. Okay.
Now, where is it going to premiere on October 5th?
It is going to be in Burbank at the AMC 8. It's also going to be, I think, New York, D.C., Seattle, Texas.
Wow.
I was
so everywhere.
Nationwide. They show. It's nationwide. Maybe cut out the list of the states to say nationwide because I don't know. That's liable to change. Maybe I don't know. It's
Well, you've done a lot of horror films, haven't you?
Yeah. I love the horror genre. I've been accused of being a serial killer.
What do you mean?
No. On screen, of course, only. I love horror. So it's. I mean, not that I never set out to intentionally. Get involved with the horror genre. I just love cinema, but it seemed to like gravitate towards me, you know, and I'm happy. I love it, and you know, so I'll do it. Whatever, all
Okay.
good.
Well, you're an actor and a director and a writer and a producer. Now, out of those, which one do you like the best?
Oh, you know, it depends on the project. If it's a great role, you know, you know, I might want to play it if it's right for me. But it's also if it's a great story, you know, I would love to, you know, direct it. I mean, certainly, I would say, you know, acting, writing, and directing, producing. You know, I'm not so much. I'm doing business. I'm not the best businessman type.
You're creative.
Yeah, I'm a creative.
Okay.
I'm a creative, more of a creative type person. But
And then you have Asylum to do the business for you, so.
yeah, you know, you hope. Yeah, exactly. You know, I try to, you know, focus my energies in the creative direction.
And I'm so excited about Jared's next film. It's called The Startup, and I saw it posted on Facebook somewhere, so I emailed him before I knew who he was and asked him to put me in his movie. So tell us about The Startup.
Well, The Startup is we just had a big launch event about a week ago to raise money. It's on Kickstarter. We shot a trailer, and actually there's a total of 7 videos that we made, trailer and testimonials, and like a roundtable discussion. It's all about starting a startup company in San Francisco, Silicon Valley. All about, it's kind of like The Social Network, but with an indie feeling, and you know, like based on a true story, because one of the creators, David Hockaday, he like lives in this world, you know, so he's like, I got to make a movie about this. It's, you know, some of the craziness that happens, and you know, a bunch of us, my good friend Demetrius reached out to me, who I, you know, actually went to acting school with, like, you know, 8 years ago, and yeah, everything kind of came together, and you know, we're getting a ton of attraction on the internet. Yahoo did a piece, Inc. magazine. It got picked up on Mastable.
I saw the Yahoo story.
Yeah. So it's going really viral, and the buzz is spreading. And if the website kicks startup film .com or the startupmovie.com, I'm not 100% sure right now, because but Google's Kickstarter and The Startup, and you'll see, you know, there's a ton of stuff, and you can get involved.
How long's the Kickstarter campaign going for?
It's got 16 more days. We've raised so far about 15 grand.
On Kickstarter?
On Kickstarter, yeah.
Wow, okay.
So our goal is to get 25, and then, with that, you know, there's a lot more stuff that we're going to be planning. There's another event, September 16th in San Francisco. You should come up and check it out and get involved.
I would love to. I'm so excited about this film because I used to be in technology. I still am in technology, so.
You're holding, my camera, technology around us. We'd love to have you a part of it.
That's great.
And they're going to see this, and
you're starring in it too, aren't you?
No, I'm not. I might have a little cameo, but I'm gonna be. I'm one of the writers, and directing it. I directed the trailer. But yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not gonna be playing a starring acting role in it.
Oh, well, you look like one of those Social Network guys, though.
You know, maybe I'll come in. I might come in and have to do the cool guy one scene cameo. You know, okay. That's my trademark. You know.
Okay, so you're directing it. How many projects are you working on right now? I mean.
Right now, a good amount. You know, I don't want to think about it. I just happy to. I just booked a role in Mark Atkins directing a movie. So I was at the set today. It's called P-51. Really, really awesome. It's kind of like Top Gun. That's all I'll say. Oh. So I'm playing a fighter pilot. And then next month I'm going to Montreal for where I am playing the lead role in this cool thriller shot on 35 millimeter yeah, really cool. It's called Feed the Devil. So if you go to feedthedevil.com, they're up there. They're building like an insane amount of props and sets, and it's just going to be fantastic. So it's going to be about a month-long shoot. Very excited about that. Yeah, yeah.
And it's a horror film, right?
Horror thriller. Oh yeah.
Okay.
There will be blood. There will be blood.
Good. Is there a trailer for it yet? No?
No, there's not a trailer. There's artwork, and if you go on the site, there's a lot of media to read about and pictures and a whole bunch of stuff.
I know how hard it is to break into Hollywood, and it seems like it's been so easy for you, and you've had so much success. Now, how did you do this?
No way, no way, no way. Don't think that. Don't think that. Yeah. Yeah.
No, but I mean, you've just done so much at such a young age. I mean, you must be fantastic at everything.
No. Let me tell you, there are gremlins and demons and dragons that slay people figuratively to get into this industry. It's not been easy whatsoever. There have been many a dark night, quiet night, alone in my room writing and with nothing going on. So I'm blessed, and thank the universe, that when it's being kind to me, because anything can change in 2 seconds, and email stop, phone stop, and so you just gotta just focus on the job at hand and do your best you can. And just I'm so really blessed to be working, and but yeah, you never know when your next project is, and you gotta just hustle and flow. It's the name of the game.
Well, you have Asylum behind you, so I mean, you're pretty blessed.
Yeah, Asylum. Yeah, I mean, and just props to David Latt, David Romawi, and Paul Bales. For giving me for opportunities that they have. I mean, those guys are just I mean, love them literally. They're the best.
And now we're waiting for the Asylum party to start.
Yeah.
And people will start showing up soon. So thank you very much for this interview. You're amazing.
Oh, thank you. I mean, yeah, and you doing what you do, and bringing, shining a light on the people, in the horror world, and and also outside the horror world.
Well, I love filmmakers.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're an extremely successful one. So.
well, let's be honest. I mean, I'm no Scorsese, but he's the man. Scorsese's the man. Maybe I'll hope to work with him one day, and some other people that I really think are great too.
Yeah, well, you'd have a good shot at it. So, thank you very much,
Yeah,
and thank you for joining us on More Horror in Hollywood.
Yeah! Great start to our first annual camping trip. You guys ready? Woo! You guys say you want to have a nice weekend, relax, no phones, no bosses. Oh, check out that old graveyard over there.
Hold your breath! Sometimes when a really evil person dies and they're forced to roam around the cemetery that they're buried in, searching for souls to possess. When you drive past the cemetery, you have to hold your breath or else they can possess you.
Never heard of it. You okay?
Hey, Sam and Tony back yet?
Okay, I'm really starting to freak out now.
What's the matter with you?
There's a graveyard up on the road out there. Did you all pass that graveyard on your way in? Did you hold your breath?
Could be fun, right?
What is that?
Spirit can jump